Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to do something a little different for today's video, and I personally don't have the car, and I wanted to go into where it is, what's going on with it, and the current state of the C5 Corvette. So, if you're interested in that, stick around. Let's go check it out. Okay, so if you've watched any of my other videos and if you followed along, I bought a C5 Corvette about a month, maybe 2 months ago, and we're in the installation period of putting long tube headers on and a full exhaust system. And it's currently in my cousin's possession down in Vero Beach. And it's unfortunate because I live up in Orlando and we just moved. Our life is chaotic and we went from apartment to a new house. My studio is a mess. Well, I finally have a garage, so I waited another 2, 3 weeks. Could have done it in the garage here, but I was impatient, so did it down at my cousin's house, and I have no contact with it currently. So the current state of the car is it's up on ramps and it's just kind of sitting there, unfortunately, because we installed the headers and we were having backfiring issues, which was really strange. And the car just couldn't, it didn't seem like it was running on all cylinders. We really weren't sure what the problem was. Um, we went over the car completely and we checked every sensor, every connection. We triple checked pretty much everything that we touched. Even if we didn't touch it, we checked to see if it was all plugged in, and we couldn't really find the issue. And we had a buddy come over with an HP tuner, see if he could hook it up and run it and see if there was any issues that were coming up. And it was like ghost firing on 4 cylinders, like there wasn't a cylinder mentioning in the HP tuner, so it was like only running on four. But when you disconnected the coil pack for that cylinder that was saying it wasn't there, it started running like crap. So it was very strange, and we ended up getting the entire exhaust on, which if you saw the opening clip, that's it running with its the full exhaust on, and it started running pretty good, but it's still really rich, and we're thinking it just needs a tune now. But every once in a while, it will still like backfire, and it just doesn't seem like it's running properly. So all that said and done, we haven't taken it to anybody. We've done everything in house. Everybody that I've read or heard from online through the forums say that they haven't really come into this issue before with these LS motors putting just a headers and exhaust on. Um, and right now, I've replaced a lot of things on the car, like the the MAF sensor that was reading that was bad, so went out and got a new MAF. We have a map sensor going on the car this weekend. We have new knock sensors going in. We've replaced new it drained the battery. We've gone through like 4 sets of spark plugs, just different gapping that's wrong. Finding out iridium is not the ones for headers and all that kind of stuff. This has been a big learning process for me. So, however, the car should still be running properly. So hopefully, after getting the map sensor on, taking off the old knock sensors and putting new knock sensors on, my understanding the knock sensors kind of go up around the 90,000 mile range on these LS motors, so it's pretty much due. So maybe that's what's causing the issue with the rough idle with backfiring. So hopefully, getting those on, sealing everything back up, doing an oil change, just and see where we stand. So that's kind of current state of everything, and hopefully I can get it home to Orlando without trailering it, because that's the last thing I want to do is take somebody's day and time, borrow somebody's truck, and have to rent a trailer and bring it back and not really have an operating vehicle because it is my daily driver. So kind of sucks there. Awesome. Uh, but the future of the car after we get this all kind of ironed out and sorted is pretty great. I still have weld wheels on order. Actually, they should be coming in really, really soon. They were on back order. He said about a month, and I ordered them about a month ago. I have some new Firestone Indy 500 tires that slap on the welds. It's just going to be a street wheel and tire package, nothing drag rate. We're not ready there for that yet. That's in the future once it's boosted or supercharged. We'll see later on down the road. But we got the MGW shifter that just shipped, so that's going to be awesome. We have the new head unit that's going on, the Apple CarPlay head unit. We have the new nighttime or night drive headlights, the sleepy eyes. So those are coming in. That's going to go on. There's a couple other things going in, and I ordered a new intake. The stock intake the intake that's on there is a Blackwing. I believe it's a SLP. It just kind of onto the stock tubing and just it's really shoddy, and the Blackwing's not too bad, but I just want a whole new tubing system, so I went ahead and ordered that. So got a bunch of little things coming up, and it's going to look great. Oh, I got lowering bolts. This is going to be my first experience on lowering bolts. I've lifted trucks, I've lowered cars in the past on lowering springs and coilovers, but I've never put lowering bolts on a car before to make it lower. So I've heard actually not too bad of things for it. So we'll see to kind of put us over to coilover or hold us over to coilovers. So that's going to be exciting. And later on, hopefully this year, we'll put in a big old cam, maybe some new heads, and go into the boosted range or some kind of non-naturally aspirated LS motors. So yeah, I just want to let you know kind of where the status of the car is. I have not left this channel. I just obviously just started it, and I wanted to update you to the future and where we are currently. I'm excited. A lot of big things coming, and hopefully we can get some collabs here in the Central Florida area. If you are from the Central Florida area, especially Orlando, and you have a car that you want to be put on the channel and spotlighted, let me know. Drop that comment in the description, or drop a comment below where you live, what kind of car you got, and maybe we can meet up and maybe go to a car show or have it on have a video on it on the channel. That'd be awesome. I'd love a collab and meet some new people in the community. I think that would be awesome. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and I just wanted to give you a update on where the channel is going, where the channel is, where the car is going, and I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for the kind words always, and I'll see you next time. Alright guys, bye.